The Government Savings Bank has followed most commercial banks here in suspending online and ATM bank charges. With regular Main Street banks mostly making the move last week, consumers who pay bills and make transfers online can look forward to huge savings. Many banks, as in the West, have announced cuts in branch operations as more and more customers opt for online and ATM banking. We can expect branch numbers for all banks to fall over the next few years, and usage then reduced to those times when you need a face-to-face to meet for loans, insurance, or simply to replace a bank book. In dropping fees, banks hope to encourage onliners, and that loss in turn will be offset by reductions in staff payrolls. Deported in 2013 as he was wanted in his home country on bank robbery charges, a Swiss man returned here a few years ago after finishing his sentence. This only for his return to be demanded again by the Swiss, this time on charges that he intentionally spread communicable disease, namely HIV. He was nabbed last month in Koh Samui and is due to be once again repatriated this week. Australian news services are reporting on a tourist in critical condition after riding a rented motorbike on Koh Samui. The 36-year-old was here for a pal's wedding, rented a bike and was involved in a crash at 4 o'clock in the morning. Said to be in a coma with a punctured lung, his insurance company have refused to pay out on the grounds that he hasn't got a motorbike licence, either here or back home. The knife perhaps is in on bike renting companies, as many don't ask tourists if they have a bike licence, which of course is a legal requirement here. His family are facing bills of up to 4 million baht. Meanwhile at home and in Pattaya, a 57-year-old vegetable seller who operated a seemingly well-overloaded bike and sidecar to hawk his vegetables came a cropper on the Sukhumvit this weekend. Rear-ended by a car, the driver was fine, but the wares were spread across the road. No word on why the bike was in the lane heading for the underpass, as we're reminded, bikes are banned from the Sukhumvit Channel. Jerry Carlson's Jerry Lee Lewis Act came to a halt this weekend. The entertainer's tour finished with an amazing show out at the Loft Resort. Carlson, a true A-rated performer, kept audiences smiling and dancing despite his organ acting up. His expensive keyboard was no match for the humidity here. He faced adversity head-on and did a brilliant job. 2 insurance firms have combined to pay 1.2 million baht in compensation to the family of a 52-year-old Chinese woman who died on an underwater sea walking tour off Koh Lan last November. Police had investigated Mermaid Company, the operator of the sea walking tour, who had quickly given 100,000 baht in initial assistance to the family of the victim, who were waiting for the compensation payments. Summer storms are expected to continue to strike in many parts of the country all week. With the second half of the week seeing heavier downpours, daily storms have doused what's traditionally the dry season for the past 10 days, and there's no sign of respite in the next 7. And with the Met Office predicting highs today of around 30, dropping down to 26, and a cloudy day. That is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM. Keeping you in touch with Thailand and of course Pattaya, the city of fun.